Hi everyone, welcome back to the Craft Scraps. I am Lauren and today we are going to be making these super cute little bachelorette gift bags with some vinyl. I'm super excited, but to address the elephant in the room, yes, I have been gone for what seems like forever. It's been over a year since I've posted a video. A lot has happened. I've had a baby and just there's a lot going on, but I'm happy to be back with a tutorial for you guys. So I hope you all enjoy this. So like I said, today we are going to be cutting some vinyl and making these super cute little bachelorette gift bags. I got these clear bags off of Amazon. Here's what they look like plain. I think these are perfect. They have like a little button here. They're just these cute little clear bags, and if you go to professional sporting events, these are actually kind of perfect because I think you have to bring a clear purse to games. Is that still a thing? I don't know, but I know at one point it was. And the vinyl I'm going to be using today is this metallic green vinyl from Tech Wrap. They have just some of my favorite vinyl and tools, so I'm super excited to work with this today. And the transfer tape I'm using is also going to be from Tech Wrap, which you'll see later. And I'm a little rusty on videos these days, so hopefully that's all the information you need. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get crafting. So before I get started, I'm not sure if people actually like seeing the design space portion of it, or if they just want to go straight to the, vinyl cutting and the actual project. So if you don't want to see the design space, it is very simple, so you can just skip ahead. But if you want to see how I created all of these in design space, then I'll show you really quickly. So you just come over here to text, make your text box. So I'll just type out my name. And the font I'm using for this, come over here to font, and it has what I currently have on the canvas right now. So I'm using this Cricut Access font called Canvas Regular, but you can use whatever you want. This one does require Cricut Access, so if you don't have it, you're either gonna have to pay for it or choose something else. So I'm gonna choose my font, and so that is it. And I'm gonna come over here to my color palette and click on the green because I'm gonna be cutting this out of green vinyl. Then to size this, I'm gonna come over here and click the unlock, so I can either manually size it to however I want, or I can actually type in the measurements. So I know I want this to be 4 by 2, so I'm going to type that in, and that's basically it. So now we can come over to make it. So now we have all of our names on the mat. I'm only going to be cutting out a few for the purposes of this tutorial, but you're going to come over here and click continue. And it will find your machine. And for this, I'm going to be using the vinyl cut setting. I feel like it works fine for the metallic vinyl that I'm using. So now I'll switch you back over to the camera so you can see how we're going to make it. All right, so I'm just going to put the vinyl on my light grip mat. This is pretty much the mat I use for everything. Use my squeegee to press down. All right, so our arrow is blinking so we can load our mat. And I'm cutting this on the regular vinyl setting. I find that it works fine for this metallic vinyl. Cuts through just fine. All right, and now the play light is blinking so we can press it and cut. Alright, we can unload our mat and take our vinyl off of the mat. I like to flip it over and kind of peel the mat away from the vinyl instead of just ripping the vinyl off. I find that it helps not to curl the vinyl as much. Just going to trim the excess. So now we are going to weed this, so we're going to get rid of all the excess vinyl, so we're left with our names or decal or whatever you're cutting. So I personally like to pick up a corner and weed the entire thing all at once, but depending on what you are working on, you can cut out each individual name. You can, you know, kind of do whatever you want here. But I like to do it all at once. And that's another reason why I really like this tech wrap vinyl, is I feel like it's just so easy to work with compared to some other vinyls out there, in my opinion. So just going to weed all of this away. Alright, so now the last thing we have to do is just get rid of these middles in the letters. So I'll zoom you in so you can see. So I'm just taking my weeding tool and just kind of picking out all of these middles of the letters. So now we have all of our names weeded. So I'm just going to cut these out to like individual little stickers so I can put them on the bags. And like I said, the transfer tape I'm going to be using is this Tech Wrap Matte White transfer tape. It's one of my favorites. And I just cut out a little piece here. And I'm just going to take one of the names, peel away the backing of the transfer tape, put the transfer tape onto the decal. So instead of taking the transfer tape off like this from the front, I like to flip it over and kind of use like the counter pressure and peel the carrier sheet away from the vinyl. I just feel like it works so much easier. Let me move my hand so you can actually see this better. And so now we have our name on the transfer tape. Alright, and so we have our little cute baggie here, and I'm just going to put, let's see what side I want to do this on. I think I'll do it on this side. Put it in the middle. And I'm going to work it with my hands first. And go in with the squeegee, give it some good pressure. And then we can peel away our transfer tape. And now we have our super cute little bag. So here's the bag with nothing in it, and I will show you the final product once I fill it. And like I said, here is the final product. I got this holographic cellophane paper off of Amazon. I just thought it made the bags look super cute. What was weird is they are like squares, so it's not like a full sheet, but it worked out just fine anyways. I linked it on my Amazon if you're interested. And then I filled it with a, what did I fill it with? A Neutrogena wipe, an eye mask, a little mini hairbrush, and then I also made these little scrunchies that I'm going to either put in or put on the top. I'm not sure, but I'll have a tutorial for these as well. I use the Cricut print and cut to do this, so I'll have a tutorial for that coming out soon. And that's all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm super happy to be back and active again. It just looks a little different now that I have a baby. So I'll be doing these sparingly during nap time and things like that. But I really appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, happy crafting.